Going to discuss about how we are going to connect with a database using the REST APIs. REST APIs. So far what we have seen is we have used the mockup resource. We have a resource. It will call the mockup for getting the information. For example, I have a student resource here. So when I call the get student, it is going to call the student mockup method, and it will return the hard-coded information. But it looks pretty odd. So what we can do is let's write a connection to establish a connection a database, and we'll pull the information from the table. Let's see. First thing we need to have I'm going to working with a MySQL database now. So I have a database called student DB. Under the student DB, I have a table called student. Student, we have three fields. One is first name and last name and student ID. So I have three records already existing in the table. So I'm going to use the get student method to retrieve the data from the database instead of the mockup service. Okay. So we are going to use the plain JDBC. So let's see how it is going to work. Okay. So basically, first thing what we need to do is we need to have a method to return the connection information. Okay, that means the JDBC connection. Okay. So I'm gonna create a method in the mockup class where we can okay, public connection get, or okay, get connection. Okay, so we return the connection. So the connection has to be SQL connection. So for now I'm going to return null. Okay, so now first we need to know we are going to connect with the some DB. So when you're dealing with the DB, just make sure you put the code inside the try catch block. Okay, so before that I have a connection where I can put the connection details. So initially it will be null, so I'm going to return the connection here. Okay, so we need to provide what is the class which I'm going to connect, because the class is different for Oracle and MySQL. Okay, so class that once again my system is a bit slow. Okay, so class that for name. Okay, so the default the name is for MySQL is com.mysql.jdbc.driver. Okay, so we need to, because since we are handling with the SQL, we need it is expecting us to handle the exception. So let's handle the exception. Okay, I'm gonna write a try catch block here. Okay, so connection is equal to, so I'm going to get the connection using driver manager dot get connection. So here is the important thing, the database information which we need to provide. Okay, so since I'm connecting MySQL, so the syntax is JDBC colon and MySQL database, and which server you are going to connect, localhost, and what is the default port, 3306, and my DB student DB. Okay, and the second parameter, which is nothing but the username and the password. The username is root, and I didn't set any password for that. Okay, so this will return the connection. So what is the exception here? Okay, there's an exception. Okay, so I return the connection. Okay, this is pretty much over here. Okay, let's go to the method, because this method it is going to return the data from the table instead of the mockup. Okay, let's write the code here. We are going to reuse the method to return the data from the database. Okay, so the first thing, let's write a method to fetch the data. So I need to I'm going, okay, first just get the connection. Get connection dot create statement create statement dot execute query. You can do it in a single step also. You can write a statement and then execute query and then get the connection. I'm just doing it a single step. Okay, so it will return the result set. Result qualt. So the query is select star from student. Okay, so I have to get connection. I had a handle exception. So what is this saying? Okay, execute. Okay, so it's have to execute query. Okay, get connection dot create dot. Okay, exception. Okay, so I'm going to extract the information from the result set. Okay, start next. Okay, so I'm going to have the list here, or okay, I can use the same list. Okay, so I'm going to have a create a D2 here. RS. Okay, it's not RS. It is result. Student is equal to student is equal to new student. Come on. Okay. Okay, new student, and I'm going to set a D2. Okay, student dot set. Okay, dot set first name, and the data which I'm getting is from result set dot get string. My column is number 2, so the first column is ID, which is the primary key. Rs dot get string f2. Okay, I'm still going for this. Okay, and then last name. Okay, so then add the student into student list. Okay, that add stu. Okay, so that's all. So let's see how it is going to work. So let me build it once. Build project. Okay, once build is done, okay, then start the server. Just take a while. Okay, the server started, so let's run the project. We know the URL. Okay, why it is not working? Okay, it's hang. Let's try in the browser. Okay, so this is the URL. Let's give it a try and see what has happened. Okay, unsupported operation. Okay, so what is the error? Let's go over and see. Open the console and see. So the error message is student.get student. Okay, the error message is coming from the line number 28. Okay, I'm using the global list. Okay, since it is used in other operations. Okay, let's make it a distinct. I'm going to keep it here. Okay, so let's clean it one more time. Clean. Okay. Okay, it is done, I guess. Okay, let's open the browser and refresh it again. Okay, we got the response. Okay, let me open the normal browser so you can see the process format. See, we have we got three stored information. The reason is we have three stored information which is existing in the database. Okay, so that's all from this video. Just give it a try, and you might face some issues. Just let me know so I can help you on that.